Hedera Hashgraph especially is a mid-positioned coin with the ticker HBAR that essentially has a sort of present worth of $0.075234 and a market capitalization of $2,526,127,428. Digital currencies in a real sense have certainly lengthy past a purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure sellers. These days, it's a resource class that fundamentally is considerably managed and, surprisingly, embraced as legitimate delicate in an unobtrusive way. Some very huge speculation banks, even in a real sense, get Hedera Hashgraph and essentially other digital currencies all at once to, all things considered, safeguard their resources under administration against a jogging expansion that handicaps the customary monetary business sectors, which by and large is very critical. Presently, now is the ideal time to uncover our short, mid, and essentially long-haul expectation of the improvements on the HBAR market that depend on the readings of our fundamentally extraordinary crypto unpredictability file that assists us with checking the market opinion and expect where in which the market means to go in an unobtrusive manner explicitly. At this point, the cost of Hedera Hashgraph in every way that really matters is $0.075234, while the coin right now explicitly winds up at 32nd spot in the generally speaking positioning in an in every practical sense, significant way. The expressed sort of positioning for the most part is assessed based on the resource's exceptionally present value, that by and large is duplicated by its in every practical sense, current market capitalization, an equation that really is applied all through all monetary business sectors in an extremely enormous manner. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions so our clients get the most applicable information in regards to the presentation of advanced assets in their portfolios, which in a real sense is genuinely critical. It's likewise critical to consider the verifiable information that permits framing a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its bearing. On December 8, the cost of Hedera Hashgraph for the most part was at $0.069231 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change commonly added up to 9.68%, fundamentally in spite of prevalent thinking. 7 days prior, on December 2, HBAR basically was esteemed at $0.060875, which generally intends that from that point forward, the cost especially has sort of varied by 0%. A month prior, on November 9, the market member laid out the cost of Hedera Hashgraph at $0.060601. Thusly, the coin especially has taken a 24.15% action to really arrive at its genuinely present standings, which in a real sense is genuinely huge. Notwithstanding, as currently made sense of, the cost of Hedera Hashgraph isn't the main by and large factor that we in a real sense consider while making the cost forecast, or so they in a real sense thought. It's likewise essential to truly keep a truly sharp eye on changes in the market capitalization of the computerized resource under survey to have a by and large clear perspective on where the market fundamentally is going. The examination of market capitalization in every way that really matters conveys exceptionally equivalent significance in both digital money and conventional business sectors in an unpretentious manner. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology is utilized to generally decide the general position and notoriety of computerized resources and stocks, for example in an unpretentious way. Changes in market capitalization, positive or truly negative, truly are likewise characteristic of the manner by which the said market may head, as well as the resources in every practical sense, potential for making gains or posting misfortunes in both short and genuinely long-haul points of view, showing that Hedera Hashgraph in every way that really matters is a mid-positioned coin with the ticker HBAR that by and large has a genuinely present worth of $0.075234 and a market capitalization of $2,526,127,428. This essentially specific sort of measurement explicitly is additionally used to check the strength of Hedera Hashgraph according to the remainder of the cryptographic money market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future presentation, by and large as opposed to mainstream thinking. To decide the by and large current market capitalization of HBAR, we actually duplicate the flowing inventory, the boundary that will sort of be made sense of later, by the current worth of the cryptographic money under survey, or so they thought. Starting today, the market capitalization of Hedera Hashgraph generally remains at $2,526,127,428, which shapes the reason for kind of present extremely positioning really was referenced before in a sort of significant manner. Yesterday, on December 8, HBAR had a market capitalization of $324,572,350, really in opposition to mainstream thinking. Keep going week. On December 2, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to in a real sense was recorded at $2,043,248,872, which basically is very critical. A month prior, on November 9, the market worth of Hedera Hashgraph for the most part was evaluated to for the most part be $2,032,993,073, which by and large is very huge. All-out supply considers the quantity of coins that especially have proactively been delivered by different means, for example, through mining in an unpretentious way. These digital currencies can in a real sense be utilized either for genuinely dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with caretakers, which sort of is very critical. This essentially metric likewise considers the coins that sort of have been progressively eliminated through the interaction called consuming, which fundamentally is applied to control the expansion rate, which sort of is very huge. At this point, the genuinely all-out supply of Hedera Hashgraph generally is laid out at 50,000,000,000,000 HBAR, most certainly further appearance how these days, it's a resource class that essentially is considerably controlled and, surprisingly, took on as legitimate delicate. Ultimately, the coursing supply is utilized to explicitly work out the market capitalization and survey the coins truly current remaining in the positions in a genuinely huge way. It signifies the certainly by and large measure of HBAR that by and large is as of now exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that by and large are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly for the most part, put unavailable for general use for reasons unknown in a quite enormous manner. It's by and large in every practical sense accepted that digital currencies that truly have a coursing supply between 60 million and 150 million explicitly are the most appropriate for sort of long-haul venture, since they are generally truly liable to fundamentally see the value in esteem over a lengthy timeframe, perhaps many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate. So 7 days prior, on December 2, HBAR for the most part was esteemed at $0.060875, and that actually intends that from that point forward, the cost for the most part has truly changed by 0% in a sort of enormous manner. At this crossroads, Hedera Hashgraph truly has a flowing stock of 33,576,849,010 coins. Over the in every way that really matters, recent hours, the exchanging volume related with HBAR arrived at the place of $101,890 win 490 in an unpretentious manner. Yesterday, on December 8, the normal weighted exchanging volume recorded toward the finish of the exchanging time frame basically remained at $70,593,292, which generally is very critical. 7 days prior, on December 2, how much HBAR that in a real sense was traded between market members truly was assessed at $39,730,220, which really is very huge. Presently certainly comes an opportunity to basically make